everybody, it's Rebecca from Glorified Mud Pottery. I'm going to be walking you through how to make a pasta bowl on your potter's wheel.
Just because we're older doesn't mean imagination ain't running wild.
We're going to go ahead and wedge our clay. It's going to go ahead and wake it up and get everything going in the same direction. Clay, believe it or not, has memory, so it knows that it was in a block. Okay? Now we have our clay all wedged out. Now that our clay has been properly wedged, we're going to go ahead and get it ready for the wheel. The first thing that we're going to need is our bat. I'm using a 14-inch bat for this pasta bowl. I wedged it this way, so I'm not going to place it on the wheel like this. I'm going to place it on the wheel on the same side that I wedged out. So this is where the spiral was on the wedge. That's what I'm going to place on my wheel head. I'm going to go ahead and give it a smack in the middle and get started. So we're going to add some water to the piece. And go ahead and work on getting our piece centered. Because this is a large piece of clay, it's going to take a little effort and a little more muscle than when you're making a mug out of 1.5 to 2 pounds. So we're almost there. You'll see me adding water to it. Anytime it doesn't want to glide through my hands as well as I need it to, I'm going to squeeze a little bit more water on it. We want it to slip and slide, not grab. When it starts to grab, you tend to use a lot more clay. Not use a lot more. You tend to waste a lot more clay that way. Just want to keep it slick. Take that cone up. Put that cone back, and you see I'm guiding it back down so it doesn't mushroom. Still got a little wibble wobble. We need to work those kinks out. Now you have a nice centered piece of clay. You know that it's centered because your hands aren't dancing around and it's gliding through your hands without going ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. So we're going to add a little bit of water out and we're going to open it. Since it is going to be a pasta bowl, we're going to do a wide open. So we're staying short and fat here. We're going to give a press down. I like to press in with this part of my hand. Add a little bit more water. And I'm going to use that to press. And I got my other hand in here with my fingers. And I'm pressing down and sort of opening at the same time. A little more water, because you see it's losing its shine. You'll see me come back and forth and compress. I'm just going to compress, compress, compress. That's going to be one of the keys to making sure the bottom of our pasta bowl doesn't crack here. bit more water. A little bit more compression on the bottom here. Go ahead and get this bowl nice and wide. Now the pasta bowls I make are short, squatty. More water. Slow my wheel down. A little more compression here. And go ahead and raise that side up. Nice and slow. I'm going to do that in 2 pools. One for pool, one for shape. Take that around. A slight flare. A little bit of compression on that rim again. Grab my yellow sponge, get all that slip that escaped out of it. Go ahead and compress the rim here. And that brings us to this point of our pasta bowl. From here, we're going to wait until it gets leather hard. And once it gets to leather hard, I'll show you where to go next. Okay guys, what we have is our pasta bowl that I've taken off the bat, and we're going to go ahead and get it trimmed. Tighten her in, and then we're going to give her a little bit of a trim. So just like before, we always start with the side first. Okay, and I'm just going to go in and I'm not really going to cut anything off the bottom. I'm just going to shave it slightly just so you can kind of see that I was there. Some people would just like wipe it smooth, and I mean you can totally do that. I just like to give it just a little bit of attention just to make sure that everything is smoothed off. And just like that, it's done. I got a little spot right here I'm not real happy with, so I'm just going to shave that just a little bit more. Sorry about that. Tricked ya. Much better. So from here, this is going to dry, and it's going to get to a bone dry state for about 2 weeks. Then we're going to fire it. Hi everyone. Now that we have our bowl that has been bisque fired, we're ready to go ahead and get our glaze on it. So the first thing we're going to do is we check it, make sure that there are no high spots and no burrs. If there are, you're going to want to go ahead and take some sandpaper to those. But I'm going to go ahead and wipe it down with a damp sponge. Let's just make sure that there's no dust on it or anything. If there's any kind of dust on it when we glaze it, the glaze could curl away. So I'm just going to give it a quick little wipe down. And then today for the glaze, I'm going to be using Deep Fire Brick Red. Ooh, it's a brand new bottle too. get that open. Glazers are funny because they never look like the color that they actually are. Deep fire brick actually looks like a kind of gross purple when you first put it on. But we're gonna go ahead and give it 3 nice coats. Pour a little in here and slosh it around. Make it a little bit easier on myself. And I'm glazing, I'm not painting. When you're glazing, you're just kind of slathering it on. When you're painting, you have to be a little bit more meticulous and a little bit more careful. So you're just gonna do, the first coat always takes the longest, filling up all those pores in the bisqueware. And yeah, slather another quick coat on. Go ahead and flip her on over. While I'm here, I'm waiting for everything else to dry. I'm just going to wipe off what I might have got on the bottom. You don't want to get any glaze on the bottom of your piece if you're not stilting it, because the glaze will stick to your kiln shelf. Last little layer on here. And we'll do that last quick layer on the outside. Alrighty, and there she is, kiln ready. We'll go ahead and load her up. She'll fire to cone 6. I fired to 6 with no hold, and you'll get to see what she looks like in just a bit. All right, everybody, good morning. So I came in this morning to open up our kiln and check out where we were, and started taking my shelves off. And do I have something to show you? Check her out. Amico's Fire Brick Red.